So my pageant platform is education and mostly in literacy and STEM. I've worked a lot with, might need to retake that. Hi, my name is FARRAH. I'm Miss Teen Eastern Provinces 2020. I'm a first year university student at University at Moncton and I'm studying in DSS. Hopefully become a dentist. I'm 19 years old. I'm originally from Miramichi and I moved here to Moncton a year ago. One of my favorite memories from when I was young was when my grandfather gave me a little pony, and I decided to call her Princess. I loved horses growing up. It's one of my favorite animals and they're just so majestic. I competed in my first pageant at 12 years old. It was the Miss Teen New Brunswick, Nova Scotia PEI International in 2013. And since then I've competed in 10 pageants, both local, national, and provincial. The reason I decided to start competing in pageants was because I watched Miss Universe and Miss Congeniality on TV, and also I saw a picture of my mom and when she competed in pageants and she was a teenager, and it really inspired me to get into pageantry.
There's beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. I could say hi, and they might say hey. You shouldn't worry about what they say. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. There's beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby.
So my platform is education. I focus mostly on literacy and STEM. So I've worked with Frontier College in literacy for a couple years now, and I focus more on grade 2 and 3 because that's very important for them to learn how to read properly to do well in school in the following years. And I also work with Let's Talk Science. So I go into classes and I do different science experiments about science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's really to open up the world to the kids because they usually see science a little bit boring in school, but when we do these experiments, they love science. The most memorable thing about pageants is definitely the friendships that you make. There's girls that I've met when I first competed in my very first pageant that I still talk to today, and it's just an amazing sisterhood of women and girls coming together to, even though we're competing, we're all the best of friends. I would have to say that the hardest part about pageantry would be the preparation beforehand. It's a lot of practice in heels, practicing interview questions, and working on your platform, your volunteer work, fundraising, all those things. It's definitely a lot of hard work, and also it can be costly to compete in pageants, so you have to look for sponsors, which is another thing that isn't the easiest thing to do. But I would say the easiest part about pageants would be the actual pageant week, because it's so much fun and you get to meet all the girls and be yourself and get to be on stage. This is my favorite part. The first time I competed for Miss Teen New Brunswick International, I did not come home with the title. And it was disappointing, but I was so excited about competing in the pageant that I decided to keep competing for another 3 years until I finally won the title of Miss Teen New Brunswick in 2018. It was a lot of hard work, 4 years of competing in the same pageant, and that's how I overcome that failure. When I competed for Miss Teenage Canada, at the end of the interview they usually ask, do you have anything to add, or is there anything we missed, things like that. And because it was right after the Toronto Raptors won, I decided to tell them a little joke about basketball. So I told the joke of which cheese is the biggest fan of basketball? Swiss. In 5 years, I'll hopefully be finishing my degree or my doctorate in dentistry and be starting working as a dentist. I would also hopefully have still be competing in pageants and continuing with that. Next year I'll be competing in Florida, and afterwards I'm hoping to compete in Miss World Canada. One of my biggest passions in life is travel. I love to travel. I've been to Europe, I've been to Central America, and I want to visit as many places in the world as I can, while also helping. One of my goals is to work with the World Health Organization as a dentist in the future and help bring oral health into countries that desperately need it. One of my other hobbies is reading. I love to read. To become a dentist, you need to have manual dexterity, and to practice that I decided to take up a new hobby recently, which is origami. So I've started to fold up paper in different ways and make different things. I've made a horse, a dragon, I've made different things like that. So COVID-19 affected my life because of university mainly, and also it was difficult to find a job because a lot of places were not hiring students because of either closures or not having the possibility to hire students. And having the classes online last semester and they are going to be online next semester was difficult, and it will be difficult again next semester. Another thing that COVID has changed was that I was supposed to go to Florida in June for Miss Teen North America, but the Canadian girls were not able to attend because of the border closure. Gratefully, I'm going to be competing next year for Miss North America. One of my tips for girls getting into pageantry would be to do your research on the pageant that you're competing in to make sure that it's a good fit for you, and then really work on your walk and your interview, which is very important. And while you're there, I would say to have fun and to be yourself. It's the most important thing, to be yourself, because the judges can tell if you're trying to fit an image that you think that they want. What they want to see is who you really are.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby.
So you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Teen Eastern Provinces, and also on Facebook for Miss Teen Eastern Provinces 2020.